What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my Welcome back to episode 26 of Tone Talks. Um, I'm in my let me sit you guys down. I'm in my Halloween pajamas because why not? And I have my little I don't know if you guys can see my little devil horn hat, but are you what is going on? Uh, um, Today I wanted to talk about like my social anxiety and kind of what it's like dealing with social anxiety. Um, for me, it's like if you guys know what having social anxiety, it's like it's everybody might deal with it differently, but mine's is like I'm so like scared to go in front of people or be around people. Like it's like I get knots in my stomach when I have to like go meet new people or like I'm going out to a new setting or like having to be around people. And maybe it's because like I'm scared of being judged or like maybe scared of like I guess that kind of makes sense. Like just being scared of being judged and like really letting people in to get to know me. Like it's so hard at times for me to get to know, like for me to let my guard down or let people in because of like my social anxiety or like I'm the type of person I could just stay in my house or I want to stay in my house and not go anywhere. Because I'm just so scared of like having to be social or having to talk around people or having to be in like social settings. And I guess I don't know what like I guess I've kind of always like I've been a quiet person and kind of like a reserved person or like I have my moments. I guess I would say like I do have like my crazy fun moments, but for the most part, I guess I have always been like reserved for the most part or like super chill. But dealing with social anxiety, it's like it freaks me the fuck out if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, having to be so social and having to be around people at times and having to like when I do have to meet new people because you meet new people every day, but um I meet new people quite often just because like my boyfriend and his like he knows a lot of people and he's like a social person and this is like you know it's like not to like there's nothing wrong with being a super social person, like I wish at times I could be like that and I wish I could be like not let my social anxiety get the best of me or really be and be as open as I can be. But I'm always in my damn head like about everything and I'm just always second guessing things and I'm always like thinking should I say this, should I not say this, like, and it's like a constant thing that I kind of like deal with. I guess that's the social anxiety. But it is hard to deal with at times because when you do have to be in social settings and I am so in my head and I'm just like, do I want to say something, like do I want to be as open as I want to be, like I'm having always these constant like thoughts in my head and I'm like, especially definitely when I'm in social settings, that's when it acts up the most, or like when I have to meet new people and like and I am medicated, like I do take Prozac, but um just being so social, it just is hard for me. Like, and I don't know, like, if you guys, anybody out there like knows what social anxiety is or struggles with social anxiety, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, and like you know somebody or you have a friend or like you know someone around you that deals with social anxiety or has social anxiety. Summer Walker has social anxiety, and um everybody just I guess does with it differently, just like with anything in life, and struggles with it differently or manages it differently. I how I try to deal with my social anxiety is I try to, yes, be so social because I obviously I don't want to be so closed off and you just, I guess it's not really realistic. You can't just be closed off completely to everybody and not talk to anybody or not be around anybody. That's not really realistic, and I don't really feel like that would help. But how I kind of just deal with it is just like, I take time to myself and I take time to like recharge my social battery, and I give time to do things myself and I work on things that I want to work on and just kind of stay in my own little bubble until I'm ready to come out and I'm ready to be social and I'm ready to interact with people, because it is when you're constantly having thoughts and you're constantly feeling like, okay, is somebody going to judge me, or are people going to judge me, or are people going to say this about me, or are people going to feel this way about me, you do tend to want to just be closed off and you don't really want to open up to people and you don't really want to, let people in and show people the like true you, or I guess it's how I kind of explain it, or that's kind of how I like deal with it. Is like, of course I want people to get to know the real me and I want to be as open as I can be, but I'm like always in my head about so bad about being judged. And maybe that's something like obviously I need to deal with, or maybe I need to go to therapy, or work on that specific issue in general, like so I don't let it affect me, or stop me from being so social, or stop me from at least wanting to be open with people more, and letting people get to know the real me, or letting people in. Because like, of course, I can sit here and talk to you guys, but I can never do this in a room full of people. Like I don't know if that makes any type of sense, but um, that's just, I don't know. That's just how I like have come to terms with dealing with it, is just by having time to drain recharge my social battery, taking time to do things that I'm interested in, taking time to myself, whether it's like doing a skincare routine, or creating content, or whatever it is. That's how I like recharge myself, and I'm able to, I guess, be social, or being able to put myself out there more. um I don't know, I never have talked about this before, like open, like, of course, like I've talked about it with my boyfriend, but I don't know, I've never like publicly said like I'm dealing with social anxiety. um but I just want people out there to, like, this is why I make these videos, and why I'm like am like gonna be open and like talk about whatever I'm going through, or whatever I'm feeling, is because if it can help somebody out there, it can help one of you guys by clicking on this video, then that's also why I do these tone talks, is because like I wanted to have a space on my channel where people can come and feel connected, and feel like you're not alone, or feel like we all go through things, and we all, whether we talk about it or not, I'm willing to talk about it, because I see the bigger picture, and I wanted to help you guys. And these videos, these tone talks, they honestly, they help me in a way, because I just am able to talk about it, and I'm able to get it out there. I know I'm going off on a whole rant, but yeah, dealing with social anxiety, it just is, I deal with it as best as I can, and I try to, like I said, recharge myself as much as I can, recharge my social battery as much as I can, because obviously I love creating content, so I have to put myself out there, and I have to be able to be active and social, out there as much as I can, and creating content, making videos and things like that for you guys. So I have to, and just meeting real people in general, in real life, and in social settings that I'm in, and when I meet new people. So I have to be able to like recharge myself and recharge my battery, so I'm able to be more social, even though it's like so hard for me, so fucking hard for me to just kind of be like social at times, and to really put myself out there, because I am super, like, I'm a quiet person for the most part, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't really have much to say. I know you guys are probably like, what, because you're making a whole YouTube video, but I'm also all over the place. So, but I don't know, it can be so hard for me to, like, when I'm going out to like meet new people, or like my boyfriend, like we go to meet like somebody that I've never met before, like it literally like drives me crazy. Like I will literally be thinking about like, oh my gosh, how am I, like, how are they gonna perceive me, like what do I have on there? Are they gonna say something? Like, are they gonna, like, if I say this, are they gonna say something? Are they gonna think of me this certain way, or are they gonna look at me a certain way, or am I gonna embarrass my boyfriend? Like all these thoughts, you guys, are literally going through my head when I'm going out to a social setting, or like I'm going to go meet somebody new. Like it's weird. I know I probably sound like fucking insane. You guys are probably like, what? But that's as best as I can like describe her. That's like that's just what it is. That's like what goes through my head when I'm going to these social settings, or where I'm going to go meet somebody new. Like, and I guess it's all kind of always been that way for me. Like I guess as I've gotten older, I've realized it more, and as I've had to go into social settings, I guess I have realized it more. Like when I meet new people, I've kind of, I guess, like picked up on how I've acted, and after like the social setting, like, okay, like I don't know, like, I just have noticed it. So but it's like I will always like make these videos, and I will always come to and sit down and talk to you guys and be like, I'm going through this, but you're not alone. Like, yes, I have social anxiety, but I'm dealing with it this way. Like I make sure I try to recharge my social battery, and I talk to someone closer to you, like, or someone around you, like at least let somebody in that's close to you, because like I said, I've talked to my boyfriend about my social anxiety. Like he knows I have social anxiety. He's with me in these social settings, so it isn't easy. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and like tell you guys like it is easy dealing with social anxiety, because it isn't. But I manage it the best way that I know how, and I like I just like I said, I just try to manage it as best as I can, because like nothing in life is easy. Dealing with anything in life isn't easy, you know. But at the same time, you cannot like, my advice would be not to close yourself off, you know, even though it is hard, and people that deal with social anxiety, then you know what I'm talking about. You just want to literally stay to yourself, and you don't want to do or go anywhere, and you want to just be in your own world. But you can't be like that so much, you know. You, of course, like, I'm not saying let everybody in, because that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But um you can't like, you just can't be super closed off to where you don't let anybody in, you know, because you could miss out on great people, great opportunities. But um and you have to be social, you know, and in order to have opportunities in life and to go, like, you just have to be social to a degree, you know. um but like I said, my social anxiety, I deal with it as best as I can. Like, it still is hard. Like, I still have these thoughts. Like, when I meet new people, or when I'm around so many people, around a lot of social settings, like, that I have to be in, you know, whether it's like a party or like a get together or like a barbecue, or just going over to like friends' houses. Like, it can be a lot for me going on in my head before I'm even like allowed to, or even able to get out the door, you know. But this is, I don't know. It's so, I guess because I've never like talked about it out in the open. Like, I've never just like said it to you guys or anything like that, or like I've just never like said it on camera. But I have social anxiety, and I do struggle with it. You know, and I do. I try to manage it as best I can. Like I said, I do try to recharge my social battery and say to myself, you know, and have time to myself to be able to recharge and to be able to go out there and to be social again. You know, if that makes any type of sense. Bear with me. I don't know, maybe because I'm nervous. I'm nervous to feel like to talk about this, because like, I don't know, I just never have like said this to you guys. But yeah, I do struggle with social anxiety. It is something that I do struggle with. But like, I am working on it, and I'm trying my fucking hardest to overcome it in a way. Not overcome it, but like to just be able to deal with it more and more each day as time goes on and time goes on, you know, if that makes any type of sense. But I just want, like, just because you do have social anxiety, or just because you do struggle with it, doesn't mean you should just stop living your life, or, you know, you should just don't be so closed off to people, you know. Even though I know what you want to, trust me, I want to, I know what that's like. But just don't let it you know, don't let it overtake you, and you just try to deal with it and do things for yourself to recharge yourself, you know. That would definitely be my advice to anybody out there that does struggle with social anxiety, or is struggling with it, you know, or has struggled with it for a while. That would be my advice on it. That's how I manage my social anxiety, is by trying to just recharge when I have the time to, and to do things for myself, and to really, you know, have a day to myself, or do things for myself, you know. It's not easy, but it is manageable, you guys. Like, and it is something that you can definitely deal with. I'm not new to, like, I'm new to even being like, you know, I do have social anxiety, and to be like, you know, finding out ways to deal with it. I'm still figuring out ways how to deal with it, you know. But that would definitely be my advice, and you guys are not alone. That's why I wanted to talk about this in this video, and that's, was nervous and am nervous to like sit here and tell you guys about dealing with it. But I am glad I made this video, and I do hope this video does help one of you guys out there, anybody that may click on this video, or just is dealing with social anxiety, you know, because it is a real thing for sure. But I love you guys so much, and I hope this video does help you, and I hope you guys can learn something from this, or continue to just know that just because you have social anxiety, it's not the end of the world, you know, and you can grow, and you can still be you and be the best you that there is, you know. But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this Tone Talks episode. I wanted to talk about this with you guys for a while, but I didn't know when I was going to talk about it. But like I said, again, since I am doing the Tone Talks again, and I wanted to talk about this with you guys, you know, because this is something that I definitely do struggle with on a daily basis. but I am learning ways to manage it, if that makes sense. But I love you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.